So, all right, Doug, if you could tell us real quickly a little bit about maybe what got you interested in winemaking and like a really quick Cliff Notes version of how you got from there where you're at today.
Well, interest in winemaking started a long, long time ago when a friend of mine that I worked with, whose father had a wine import business, would drag me over to drink really good imported wines. It never stopped, and that was 40 years ago, so that
Wow.
gives you an idea. Got started in winemaking just off the cuff. Was working with some wineries here in Woodinville, built a winery here in Woodinville. Some friends of mine approached me, and we just kind of put this deal together, decided to go for it. It was something I was going to do in retirement, but hey, it happened before retirement.
There you go. And how did you guys come about in deciding to build a winery actually on the Oregon, across the Oregon border?
We actually went over there looking for vineyard property. We found an existing vineyard, Winemaker, that has one of the greatest histories of all vineyards in the AVA. And we were lucky enough to acquire it. And it had a small farmhouse on the property, and we decided we didn't want to live anywhere else but on the vineyard.
Nice. And so you guys are, we just tasted your first wines today. First time, I guess, that you've opened up, at least on this side of the mountains,
yep.
The Seattle side.
The 07s.
And those are going to be released in the fall.
October, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your methodology and why you made what you made, and maybe give us a brief explanation of what exactly it is you guys are going to be releasing.
Well, my wine interest is primarily driven by Cabernets and big Bordeauxs, and this vineyard happens to be a Bordeaux vineyard, nothing but Bordeaux varieties planted. So we started from there. Some of my favorite winemakers, I used some of the techniques that I've learned from them, and the style is just trying to make big, dark, very aromatic Bordeaux varieties.
And do you have any particular favorites right now, currently, as they're tasting now? Or?
Well, the ones that we have in the bottle, my favorite is our Winemaker, which is our signature Bordeaux blend. It's a true Bordeaux style in the way we make it and in the way it tastes. We still have our Winemaker Cabernets that have not been bottled.
Okay.
It won't be bottled for quite a while.
Tell us about the blending of that Woodrow blend, because I heard you say something inside that it was actually blended as you got it from the vineyard. Speak to us a little bit about what that means.
It's a true field blend. We mapped out our vineyard and figured we have 9 blocks of fruit, and we figured the percentage that each block represented to the total vineyard. We then harvested on the same day fruit from each one of those blocks in that percentage, blended it all together as grapes, and then fermented it all together in a large oak tank. And that was the beginning. So it's a field blend, co-fermented, with no changes or additions or blending being done.
And it looks like you guys have wines, various price points. Looks like they start about, what, 20, 25 and go up to about 45 or so?
24 will be our Walla Walla red wine, which is actually a left bank style Bordeaux. And our highest price point will be our $55 estate Cabernet. That won't be out until 2011.
Okay, and people will be able to get this from you guys directly all across the nation, or?
Yep.
Okay.
They'll be able to order it direct. We'll have wine club. Hopefully we'll get set up with some distributorships, but right now it'll be direct too.
Okay. Anything you're most excited about in the coming year in terms of the wine industry as a whole?
Getting our house finished is the things I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
But
on
in
a
the
personal
wine
level,
industry
right?
as a whole, I think it's starting to make a comeback.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a long road. I'm excited that our wines didn't come out in 2008, because that would have been a terrible time to launch. But I think that things are looking up overall,
cool.
Especially for Washington. And even though we're in Oregon, we identify with Washington.
Well, sure, it's still part of the Walla Walla AVA, so.
And Oregon doesn't care about us.
Right. So
send that to all the Oregon people, will you?
There you go. Well, we're going to post this up, so maybe some of the Oregon people that love Washington wines will see that and kind of be able to chuckle about it as well. So,
great.
Well, thank you, Doug. We look forward to following you guys and checking out your wines in the fall and see what they taste like after they come out of the bottle. Well, actually, after they've been in the bottle for a little bit longer. So,
Yeah, give them a little bit of time. We'll see what
exactly. So, all right, thank you.
Thanks, Dwayne.